sorry, so late. Hold on, let me set the camera behind us. Everybody, welcome to the Sabian Alkaline Hall. I am super late tonight. I am so sorry. Facebook is really tripping on us. Let me tell you, I, for the life of me, don't understand how you bring forth this really, really awesome tool for people to express themselves all over the place. And then now, once we do these videos, we actually don't have no control over the videos. If somebody can tell me how I can take my live videos off Facebook, please inbox and tell me how I can do it. But once we do these videos, we have no control over the video. Then it stops. I have been getting this message, Facebook is not responding all night. So I am letting you guys know straight up right now, expect some issues tonight and live, because that's what I've been dealing with for the last hour. Have been dealing with Facebook cutting in and out. Like right now, what's happening? Sakina say it's cutting in and out. So let me also express that I have a camcorder going on at the same time behind me. The light is not on. Let me cut the light on. But I have that going on. I also will be posting these videos, and I may just post a video from tonight, because I don't believe, I'm not even going to speak it. I don't want to speak it, but expect some problems tonight with the connection, guys. That's what I just want you guys to know. All right, so hold on, let me turn on the light. Okay, there go that light. All right. So, you know when this thing gets really, really deep, because then we have all kind of connection problems going all over the place, especially when it's getting really, really deep. But we do got some very pivotal information to share with all of our Sabian Sabian queens tonight. I have some serious mind-blowing information to share with the queens for tonight. So if the kings jump in, that's great. It's good for you to listen to what we're doing and what is it that I'm presenting to the ladies. But I can tell you, this is specifically for the ladies tonight. Also, before I really get deep into everything, if you guys are not familiar with the Zoom app, please try, if you have room on your phone, try to get comfortable with the Zoom app, okay? Because it looks like I'm going to eventually have to transition to the Zoom app. The Zoom app right now is not showing clear on my laptop because my camera on my laptop is really old. It's not really all that good. That's why we're not using it tonight, but I'm going to prepare myself to transition the lives to Zoom app on Thursdays night at 8 o'clock. And we'll try to do it to a point where you guys can still do both for a little few weeks here. But eventually I will be switching over to the Zoom app to do these videos, because I've had Comcast come out. I've did everything that I can. But for the life of me, this thing here gets really choppy and it cuts off and things like that. So I'm just letting everybody know to prepare for that transition in the future. As a matter of fact, if you have it on your phone already, if you can, I'm going to actually post it in the group right now so you guys know what I'm talking about. You can see it. You can kind of experience it for the moment, because we will eventually transition over to the Zoom, because Facebook is not having us do what we got to do properly on this thing too much. We waking up, we sharing too much information that the people don't want us to know, and it just seems like this is going to be an everyday thing. And maybe not let me take all the all the blame on Facebook. It could be my Comcast connection too, but I called them and had them come out to experience it. So I just put the link for Zoom there, so if you have it, you can join that. That's great. It is a little fuzzy. I'm going to get a new camera so that way it can be clear like the phone is. But for right now, I have a camcorder going, I have the Zoom going, and I'm on the live, and we're going to go as far as we can, as much as we can. You have Hoodia? It's typical. Hoodia is on the way. It is on the way, so I should have it sometime next week. It should be here, and you guys will have that. And the Bluebird Vein is also on the way. That should be here sometime next week as well. I'm drinking my chaga. This chaga is really good. Before I get started, the chaga is really good. I'm on day 4. I'm starting to believe that the chaga is a bit addictive, because I'm now getting up in the morning drinking because I'm usually up at 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Eastern time, 5:30. And I'm up drinking chaga after I drink my water. I'm drinking chaga, and I'm drinking like 3 or 4 cups before I leave to go to work. And then I come home at night and drink another 3 or 4 cups. This is my 2nd cup already. And I also got it steeping in my jug right here. I beat in my kettle right here, and I beat drunk this before the night over with. I believe that the chaga is addictive. The chaga does feed your cells. It feeds the cells inside. And that's why it has so many benefits to it. Alexis have posted various benefits to the chaga throughout the entire week. And it has a subtle effect inside. You really don't realize it. May not even notice the subtle things that you would notice, because it actually is transitioning your cells, your blood cells, and how your body is working in the inside. Hi, Erica. I'm so glad you was able to join me in the Zoom. Yeah, so we got Erica on the Zoom. That's good. And like I said, try to transition to that, guys. You can put yourself on mute for me, Erica, so when other people chime in, everybody will be able to hear me and everything. Okay, sweetie? All right. So yes, the chaga is very good. It's very addictive. So we found it. It's ordered, and I should also have that in the next couple of weeks because I like it. It's on day 4. It does not have a taste to it. Chaga. It's a chaga mushroom. It looks like this. It looks like a little rock. It's a mushroom that grows on a bark tree. And it has many, many benefits to it. Blood pressure, cardiovascular health. I mean, the list is so long. I can't even really repeat it all to you. The list is so long, the great benefits of it. And it's really, really good. And I think it's addictive. So that's what I'm drinking tonight as well. All right. So welcome to the Sabian Alkaline Hall. You know, guys, I can get really, really long-winded. Those are just a few announcements that I wanted to bring forth to you. But this is a very serious conversation that we need to have for our Sabian queens tonight. No Zoom something? Okay, there's a link in the group that I just posted. If you click on that link, it may just take you right into the meeting without downloading anything. I'm not sure about that. Erica, did you have to download something?
No, because I already have it on my phone.
Okay, so Erica already have it on her phone, so she got right in. So yeah, if you click on that link, you can go right into the Zoom. So that way, if Facebook decides to crash or freeze, the people in the Zoom is going to see me very well. They won't have any freeze episodes. And I also have a camcorder going on the side of me here. So these videos will be posted after the series. They'll be uploaded on my YouTube page that I'll be creating. So that way you guys can go back and share and listen to the information over and over again. All right, so let's get started. Listen, ladies, we got to have a serious conversation. I might upset some of y'all tonight, but I love you. Remember that. And anything I'm going to say to you, I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from love. And I'm talking from a place where we all have to uplift ourselves. And it's going to kind of get real in this conversation tonight. in this conversation tonight also, I'm going to kind of address some things that we probably never really even thought about. Some of the things that we do, how we think when it comes to, you know, especially our independent women. Hey, lovely, I see you. I love that hair. Hey. So we're gonna.
You ain't got nothing to do with your eyes.
Yeah. So make sure when you come into Zoom, make sure you put mute so that way we don't hear you. Because when you speak, I can speak. The Zoom is very interactive. So when you speak, it's like you have control of everything. So just make sure you mute when you come into the Zoom. Okay. All right. So with the conversation that we're gonna have tonight, I'm gonna talk about some things that we need to address when it comes to how we dealing with our kings, how we dealing with our sons, how we dealing with the men we choose, how we dealing with love, our independence, us, most of us successful black women, the ratchet women, however you want to name it or think about it. We're going to address some of those things, and I'm going to kind of open your eyes, if your eyes are not open already, to really express some things, of some things that you probably never considered, of what's plaguing our culture, and how we all, as the queens, as the women of this universe, of our culture, we are the ones that have the power to really shift us where we need to go. I mean, we some powerful, powerful sources. Nothing is going to change until we change together, all of us queens as a one unit together on the same accord. That's probably one of the reasons that what has been played in our environment is us attacking each other, us not supporting each other, and always, being judgmental for one another, because the universe and the powers that be that has instilled this psychological method into our being knew that they needed to dumb us down. They needed to disconnect us with the conquer and the divide thing, so that way we don't come together and express our power. But 2000, we're in an element of an awakening right now. And so it's going to come out regardless. And I'm glad you guys are joining us to be able to go over this information so we can really make that effective change for our environment. But we are the change that we want to see. And then on Saturday, me and Alexis will come back to you guys again live on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And she's going to give you some great tips on how, and give us some ideas on what we need to do to really help our kings and help our culture move forward to where we need to go. All right, so I see the Facebook is freezing for the moment. So when it does freeze, I will slow down as it catch back up. But again, if you're in the Zoom, you are not going to see these type of delays. But when you come in the Zoom, make sure that you mute, because when you're speaking, I can hear your conversation. Okay, you don't see the link, go up the wall. Let me see if I can just post a comment or something and bring it back up. Or just post it again. Okay, I just posted it again for you, Ms. Sean, so that we see it. Oh, yes, you, Cheryl. Yes, baby. I see you, Cheryl. All right. All right. So let me tell y'all that I went back and reviewed his wilderness theory of what they can break down as our American and psychological method that they use to really shape our mindset and change the entire culture. The first thing I want to express to us is I want you to understand and know the level of power that you have within yourself. First of all, if you really think about it and think about how powerful we are as women, period, all together in stone here, we give life. Every form comes through. I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen some conscious environments and cultures that are repeatedly saying that the woman is God, and so on and so forth. And there has to be some truth to that, because everything on this earth comes from a female species. Everything. I don't care if it's a bug, it's an ant, it's an animal, and if it's a human. everything comes from a woman. We create life. Not only do we create life, we also shape life. We teach life. We guide life, and we are also the natural healers of life. I'm sure if you are watching Dr. Sebi videos, Dr. Sebi has said over and over again that he is not the nurturer. He is not the healer. The healer can only be a woman because she is a natural nurturer. And because of that, it takes a bit of nurturing to help people move from one extreme to the other in regards to how we have been psychologically formed to think and be something that we are not. Now, I need you guys to know that nothing in this world is going to shift properly until the queens come together and shift it. Now, as much power as our kings have, yes, they do. But like even Dr. Sebi has said many times, how will a man feel that you can be more powerful than the person that gave you life altogether? And this has to have some truth to it. And most men, if they have not realized this or seen this, or they're going to realize it eventually in the future, they can't even really sustain life without a woman. Some kind of way, some kind of point in their life, they need to have a woman. Now, it's a different story when we talk about the gay man and so on and so forth. We're talking about nature. We're talking about natural. We're talking about the way things was literally created, designed to be in the world. When I think about that, but okay, and I'm freezing on the Zoom too. Okay. All right. No, not on the Zoom. Okay. So when I'm freezing, I'll just slow down a little bit and then catch back up. But we now need to understand the power that you have within yourself. We are the ones that have to change this culture and change the environment in which we need to go. So let me explain something that I read here in this Willie Lynch. First of all, they have literally twisted us. I'm sure on the last videos you heard about, they would, tie our men up to the horses. They would get the nigger lady with a nigger son, and she had a nigger baby in her belly, and then we become fearful, and then we raise our boys and raise our family to become fearful and to also become dependent. Now, this is true, and we already went over that story, but we're going to expand from that a little bit this week. Okay, first, they twisted our natural internal order of the people's masculine and feminine energies. What does that really mean? What that means is this. Let's think about why the woman is created. Like I said, the woman is a nurturer. The woman is here. This is why we have emotions. We reason with things. We're calm. We're there to support. We're there to, care for, to guide. That's our natural purpose in life. We are here to support the beings that we bring forth in the world. We birth them, we teach them, we guide them, and we're there to support them and to nurture them throughout life. Right? That's what the woman is built for. Now, what is the natural roles of our kings? The natural role of our kings is builders. They're here to lay the foundation. They are here to guide their families and their offspring in which they want to go. Okay? And then the woman is there to support that dream of the man. Now, if we create life, and some of you may feel like, wait a minute, but that seems like I'm on the back end. Not necessarily on the back end. The reason you feel like it's back end in regards to that is with the psychological method they have instilled in us, what has happened is they have reversed our roles as men and women. And now what we have is we have more educated women, more independent women, more women that's dependent on other things outside of our kings. And then we raise our children to also be dependent upon something else or something outside of our culture, outside of our beings the same way. because we are the ones that's guiding the whole process year after year. Your mother only teach you what she know. If that's all she knows, then that's all she teach you. So if your mother taught you that you need to make sure you're dependent on somebody else and something, this is why we are now all dependent on somebody else and something. And then now, when we have our sons, because the condition, we raise our sons to also be dependent on somebody else or something, especially when it comes to love. A lot of our men have this thing twisted to the point they don't know how to build. They don't know how to guide their families the way in which it should go. They have no idea. They've been raised with money, providing them everything that they need. They didn't have to struggle for nothing. Okay, you made sure your big boy had everything he needs. He ain't got to ask about nothing. He ain't got to beg for nothing. He ain't got to do nothing because you've given him everything that he needs. But did that really help him? Because now when he goes search for a woman, and he goes search for another lady and have a baby, or whatever the case, start his own family, he's looking for that woman to be like his mother. He's looking for that woman that's going to be able to provide everything that he needs. But it is the natural man's order to build, to guide his family where he needs to go. Now, what really shocks me that how they switched our roles like that is because of this. A lot of us, when we do find the man that we think we love, first of all, and then we expect for him to give us everything that we think that we need, and he does not, we get a little bit, oh, I don't need you. Why are you here with me? And you just wasting my time, and you just want to, let him go because he's not able to provide you with what it is that you need as a woman. But at the same time, we raise our boys to be that way because we don't want to guide them and make them struggle, make them work for what they want. We don't make them do the work in regards to how they need to work. They're not building. So a lot of us successful black women, let's say, we go out here, we get the job, we paying the bills, we doing everything that we can to build the foundation. And then when the man do come along and he can't match what we got, then we put him down. Just like put him down. So guess what? When we put him down and we think, I got the car, I got the money, I got the house, I got everything you need like your mom did. But then you're going to go over here in the hood to the ratchet one and you're going to provide everything for her and then marry her and give her everything that you should give me. Why is that? One thing that we got to realize, ladies, is this. Whatever level you are in your own life, when it comes to the man that we love, okay, we got to find that man that we look up to. We need to find that man to that we can say, you know what, I got to step my game up because baby, that over here, he don't play. And yeah, when he say go, he need to go. In order for us to have that man, he has to be above where we are. And when we change our expectation as women, that will then force other men to raise the bar themselves. They haven't been taught it. They learn how to do it the way we learn how to be more mindset and a sister. We gotta learn how to get along with each other. Okay? And they gotta learn how to be men. But more we just give them everything because we feel bad. Just like with it. We all still raising our men and our kings. Okay? We all still raising them to be strong in the body, but weak in the mind. As much as me, myself, personally, I want my man to look good. I want him to smell good. And if he's struggling with something, I want to be able to provide it for him. But is that really helping him? If he's not, let me tell you something. With the men that we choose, the men are natural beings that laid the foundation. He guides his family in the direction he needs to go. The woman is there to support him in those efforts. Where if your dreams match, you will support him in those efforts. And if y'all on the same page, he's going to turn around and support you, and you supporting him, and it's even, it's balanced. And some of you ladies out here, y'all got some damn good kings, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You look up to your king, you know he the right one. You ain't got to ask him for nothing. You ain't got to tell him what it is that you want, because he automatically know that when he stops on his way home, he got to stop to the store and get your spelt bread, okay, and get you some PL water. He already know. But a lot of our kings don't know, because a lot of our kings did not have the direction from their mama to make them go do what they needed to do, because mama was always providing everything. Okay, so he doesn't know how to guide his family in the direction that he needs to go. Because a lot of these men expect for us to provide, to cook, to do things, but they have no interest and intentional interest of that. If I'm going to provide these things and support you, you have to make sure that I have the tools to do it. How is a king going to understand that he needs to bring the tools forward if mama never taught him how to bring the tools forward? This is one of the reasons that set our daddies away. The different Dawson slavery. Right here in page, I think it was right 18, I believe it was. It says to keep nigger children. You sell them off, you keep them, so that way the woman can be then raise her kids in a frozen state of independence. So why man? And why we this, successful women like, look at nigga, I don't need no man. I just want a man, because I can do bad by myself, and I can do this by myself, and I don't really want no man. And you can be big and bad, you can be CEO, you can be whatever it is that you want to do. But baby, when you lay down in that bed at night alone, eventually it's going to get to you. And eventually you're going to be crying your eyes out. And then time you get the man, because you haven't identified your psychological mishap of not being able to put yourself aside and allow the king to be the king. If he's a real king and he calling the shots, he's supposed to call the shots. When can I take my money and I can deposit it in our account, and I know damn well that my king gonna make sure all our bills is paid? I don't have to even worry about that. Okay? Let the man be the king. But sometimes even when we're gonna go out to eat, simple stuff. We go out, okay, baby, I got it. I'm gonna show you that I'm one of them independent women. I got it. I'm gonna take care of this bill. No, ladies. He's supposed to take care of the bill. Because we got men right now, okay, that does not have the resources to have the ability to make sure his family go to where he. It's not that you're not supposed to love him. It's not that you're not supposed to give him a chance. I mean, he's not ready to take you to the next level. So we got to seek life into him and to make sure that he gets to the level to where he can provide. But we can't provide it for them until then. They learn from the struggle. They learn from being hurt. They learn from being, because at the time that they met you, trust me, they done went to their homeboy to ask their homeboy for $25 to take you on the movie that night, because he damn sure ain't want you to know that he ain't had a $25. They're gonna do like that, they're gonna do everything that they can do to make sure they impress you, and that is something that needs to continue throughout the entire relationship. I don't give a damn if you've been together for 10 years. He's still supposed to be making sure he do everything he can to impress you. But if you always pulling out your pocket and you always pulling out your money and you always want to pay the bill, then he ain't got to impress you for nothing. And his interest going to go away because he doesn't have the ability to be the king in which nature has created him to be. So then he going to see the ratchet girl down the street that don't have no sense and no kind of, I ain't going to say no sense because she growing, she'll get there. Okay, she don't understand the level that we on because she ain't paying the bills. And now when she see your man, she going to look up to your man, and that's who your man going to fall in love with. Because that woman needs your man. And you around here paying all the bills, and you around here doing everything, and you won't let that king be the king. So now you done took away his manhood and didn't even realize it. Because he have no kind of room, no kind of opportunity to be the king of the man that he wants to be. We have to find the man that has the resources. Because when a man is ready, he done figured out the plan. He done got the money. He done got the job. He got some money to the side. He already know what he needs to do to provide for that woman that he want in his life. Because when his Beyonce come along, he going to make sure that Beyonce got everything that she need to keep her in check. But I understand, and when I say this, I'm talking from experience. So I don't think I'm judging nobody here. I'm talking from my own life experience. If I find them, I'm going to build them up. I'm going to make sure I give him everything. Our kings don't need no mamas. They need women, queens, that's going to force them to step their game up. When you open up your legs, and let me tell you how powerful your pom pom is. If you're men on here, I'm sorry, excuse me. I told you I was for the ladies. That man, if he really, really want it, honey, he gonna do everything in his power to make sure that he get it. But it must always be a chase. We can't be so freely and just let me just get real personal and deep with y'all for a minute. I done told y'all over and over again during every video I was raped twice at 9 years old. And that mental problem that I carried all the way through my adulthood led me to be a bit promiscuous, to what I used to think in my early days, 18, 19, 20, that if I seen a man that I like, that I need to go ahead and give it up real quick, because that's what's going to make him stay. Absolutely not. That's going to make his interest drop more quicker than anything, because once he get it, there's no chase. There's no reward. There's no ability to show his strength to get what he wants. That's the nature of the man. He want to know, I conquered that. And I know that I conquered that. And I know it's hard to get that right there. Because if it's hard to get it, he's going to do everything he can to make sure he keep it. Just like your homeboy, you on the street, you selling drugs, you spending your money. The time you make some money on the street, as quick as that money gonna go. When you go to the club, you're gonna pop some bottles and that money gonna go. But when you work hard for your money, trust me, that man is sitting home, putting his little balance in his checkbook together, got his money to the side. He got his money stacked over here to the side, so that way his child and his children and his family, he can take his children and his family in the direction that he has already planned for it to go. We got to stop telling these men what they need to do. We just need to find a man that knows what to do and then match what it is that we want. That's what we got to do. But this willingness theory broke us down to a point that we now, as women, taking the role of the man. Now, we want to tell the man, look at here. If you can't do what I say do, then this ain't going to work. You want to call the shots because you paying the bills. And you want to call the shots because you handling everything. It ain't going to work. Because that man need to be in control. That man needs you to make sure that you can just hush and support me. And support me in my problems. Support me where I'm going wrong. Because if you supporting your king, the right one, He's going to make sure that you always got support that you need in everything that you do. But it starts with us raising our boys. It starts with raising our boys. They need to struggle. They need to struggle. Sometimes you got to let them go and just let them, you know what? Maybe you're just not ready yet, baby. One of my problems is problem in the back. I always want to help them out and move them in and just move them in and take care of everything and do everything. Then what they got to do? They don't have a reason to go out and struggle and build nothing. But if you just support them in wherever they is right now, okay, you build your thing. And when you're ready, when you can afford the ring, you're going to come to me and you're going to put it on my finger. When you can afford the house, then you can afford the car. You can afford to get me a car. Because that's what the man do. He lays the foundation. He is the one that's supposed to be the head of the household, not the woman. But this theory has taught us that we the head of the household. First of all, they told us that our daddies ain't in our house. And then on top of that, they declared war, the war on drugs, and locked half our daddies up in prison. And there's a whole lot of us out here that don't even know what the hell our daddies is. It's right here in the book, in the message. Keep the new boy going. Just keep him going so that way the woman is always independent of herself. And when she's independent of herself, she's going to raise her kids to be independent of themselves and be dependent on the system. Be dependent on them folks. Because if my daddy always gone and I'm in a frozen state of mind, now I got to deal with this, with all these, my slave master to provide everything. Because the man gonna keep going on and he gonna keep running somewhere else. They keep selling him off. And we wonder, like I think I did say this last week, because it's just so real and so pivotal. I might have said that wrong, but it's so real, guys. Gotta let these men be men. Let them do their struggle. Help them get to a point where they can build their family. They know exactly what they want. Because trust me, if they disrespect you, okay, and they can't support you, they damn sure gonna just support and provide their daughters if they have the opportunity to do that. Because a lot of times it becomes a control of who's in charge. It should be no fight of who's in charge in a family unit. The man is in charge. And us as his women, we know how to set our emotions. We should know how to set our emotions aside, because we can call, I don't call Alexis, girl, this thing right here, he done pissed me off, girl, and I don't know what he gonna do. But when he walked through the yes, baby, yes, I understand. That's how that go. It's the old school. Them old school parents that have been together 50, 60 years, they learn how to shut their mouth and let them kings be the kings. Why? Because them kings paying those bills. Them kings is supporting his family. That king is taking his family exactly where he need to go. And that woman know that she cannot survive without her king. Period. And we got to understand. We got to set queens. I don't give a damn how successful you is. You the CEO. You need love. You was born in this world because you needed love. There was love somewhere. We all search for love. And from babies, we search for somebody to hold us as a baby, to comfort us, and to warm us up. It's love. We all need love. So even you got some of these strong women, I don't need no man. And yeah, I can't deal with that. And they just get on my nerves. They playing hard in front of you while y'all having girl time. But they bawling their eyes out when they lay in bed at night, honey. And then by the time, because we so dysfunctional with this independence thing, and we don't know how to let our control go and let men be a man, we lay up in the bed and we just miserable. We to be depressed about ourselves, be wondering and wishing when the man gonna come. Then when the man gonna come, you want to control the man and tell the man what he got to do and what he gonna do. It's both parties. Can you make that man feel like a king? So let me down for the folks. You're gonna make sure. See, this conditioning right here is I've been studying this shit since 99, guys. And it has blown my mind ever since then. This is how I know truly this is an awakening. And we coming out of this. Just like Avina said last night, this is how we out of this right now. But we got to get real with some situations. Ladies, we have got to understand that we are not the foundation builders. We don't build shit. We're supposed to be here to support our kings. In order to get more kings that know how to be kings, we got to start from our boys. Stop spoiling and giving your boys everything. They need to work hard for something. Just like you got some folks living in your house. You ain't doing nothing but pacifying them if you ain't making them go work for something and do something. That's not helping nobody. Just because you spread money out your pocket, that don't help nothing. That keeps them in a psychological state of being dependent on something and somebody else. That's what's wrong with our culture right now. We all have been dependent on something and somebody else. We feel that everything that we need is going to be given to us. Where our repatriation at? Why these crackers ain't giving us this? Why they ain't giving us this? They need to give us this. They don't need to give us shit. We need to build it for ourselves. These people doing what they need to do for themselves because that's what they need to do for their culture. And we got to come in and do what we need to do for our culture. But we got to be real about it. We can't keep pacifying the situation. Oh, come on, baby. Mama gonna take care of it. You ain't even got to worry about it. No, get up. Go find a job. Get you a job. If you can't find no job, you create a job. What's your passion? What you like to do? Let's sit down at this table and put our business plan together. Let's do that right there. So by the time you're 18 years old, I need you to have your shopping on and popping. By the time you're 18 years old, I need you to have your own lawn service. Because by the time you find a lady that you want to marry, you need to be able to make sure that you can buy her a ring. You need to make sure that you need to be able to buy her a car and buy her a house. So that way you can take your family where you need to go. Not pacify. Don't give him the goddamn deeds to the house and buy him no house. Teach him how to go buy his house. But as long as us queens is going to pop over them legs real quick, don't give them in 4 days. That ain't forcing them to make no change. They don't see what they're doing. They don't understand it. It's up to us, the nurturers, the ones that teach all our babies how to live and what to do. And they knew this because right here in the book on page 18, let me go to page 18 and show you and tell y'all something that I read that tripped me the hell out. Excuse me for all the cussing. I just got real passionate when I went back reviewing this today. And I was like, oh my God, oh my goodness. Listen, before the breaking process, we had to be alert and on guard at all times. This is slave master talking. Before the breaking process, which is the breaking of identity, before the breaking process, be a guard all the time. Now, this is what I'm talking. Now, we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear now, scared. So we want to teach that up. Don't say nothing. Just deal with it. I give you what it is that you want. Just shut up. Because I don't want none of the people to break me down. Just shut up. Okay? Out of frozen fear, his women now, the women stands guard for us. The folks created us to stand guard for them. This is a psychological breakdown. That way they can sleep good at night. They put us in the middle of fear. We just got our offspring. Everything means each other, and then they now are raised to be dependent on somebody else. Now the women can stand guard for us. He cannot get past her early age process. He is a good tool, now ready to tie to a horse at a tender age. Already broke us down just like that. And then guess what they did from that? They called out the women liberation. You know that? Women liberating women. Women liberations. Now women is in control. It's a setup. Because now that we think we've liberated and we all over the place and yeah, we liberated and we free, now we in a frozen state to feel that we don't need no man. And we've then forced ourselves to disrespect the man and not be able to allow the king to be the king because we liberated. It was a setup, guys. Yeah, we can be on charge. Yeah, we can have our degrees. Yeah, we can make the most money. But if you really want some love, because that's what you naturally need. You don't naturally need money. We have all been conditioned to need money to live. That's another process they put us through. But we naturally need air to breathe. We naturally need love. That's what we were born for. Naturally. Even the most devious person in the world need love. Even if it's the love of guns, the love of killing somebody. There's some type of love everybody's searching for. And let's just keep it real. So now, in the name of ribbon liberation, we now feel like we liberated, do it all by ourselves. Then you know what else we do? And it's liberation. The man come and tell us how this other woman over here and disappointed him, and this woman over cheated on him, and this other woman over here did bad, treat him so bad. That's when first thing we want to do. The first thing comes to our mind, I'm going to treat him better than she did, and I'm going to show her how to do this. Yeah, that's something I had to learn personally too. Man come tell you all about his problems he had and that what that woman did. It's the reason the woman did all that. Because what happens is while you put your ego in check and now you go in competition with her. I don't know why. Sometimes I just don't understand. Why when you find your man cheating with another woman, it's all about the woman. You want to fight the woman. You ain't in no relationship with the other woman. You is in no relationship with the other woman. Why we want to argue and fight with the other woman for? And then what happens? We take on the other woman's problem. Just the same. Why? Because the man has no reason to liberate himself from the conditions that's making him cause these problems from woman to woman. Why should he have to? When every woman he finds gives him what he wants and then replaces his mother. Why should he have to be a king? Why should he have to lay the foundation? It's so much easier for a homeless man just to find a woman and give her some great, great sex, okay? And he all in keys, and I'm just going to be real. He got the keys, he got the car, he got everything and ready to go. Because we want to step in and take on the other woman's problem. If there was a problem, there's a psychological condition that man need to work on. And what we need to do is speak life into that. Listen here, king. I'm going to tell you right now because I love my kings. But I'm going to keep it real with you. You are the one that's supposed to be leading your family where you need to go. And you just got to go through a little bit more life struggles to get there to understand that. And when you get to the point where you can pull out your wallet and take care of your woman the way that your woman, and you can call the shots that way, then that's when you're ready. I'm not demeaning you right now. I think you sexy as hell. And I think you're going to be a great man. But you're just not ready to be that right now. I'm talking this from experience, guys. I mean, this ain't just for me talking about other people. I'm talking to myself as I'm talking about this right now myself. Because this is a real conversation that we all need to check in ourselves as women. We got to stop pacifying these men. And it comes from the mamas pacifying your boys. Make that boy open up that door for you when you get to the car. You didn't open my door. Why didn't you open my door? Because it's a point of respect. I'm the one gave you life. Every time you come across me, I'm supposed to be treated like it's a red carpet. I gave you life. I brought you in little mama. My name not little mama. I'm a queen. And when men approach you like this, don't you know that's not me? Because when enough of us require people to talk to us and come to us with a level of respect, then more men will start doing that shit. It's already happening. The situation is way worse than it is now. You just have way more keys now. There is something, and it is conscious, and understand the woman is God, and they treating us as such. But it's still a whole lot out there that do not understand, because their mamas is spoiling them, won't let them work for nothing, won't let them do nothing to be able to know how to build their family, know how to provide for their family. And if you're not ready, they just not ready. Stop forcing these men to be ready for something that they're not ready for just because you want to be pleased. You can't be pleased with somebody that's not pleased with themselves. You can't. It's just impossible. Nobody's going to love you more than they love themselves. And because a man lays a foundation and he guides his family where he needs to go, until he gets to the point where he know he can call the shots and he can do that comfortably, and he can say, look, baby girl, I got mine together right here. You see me, I'm paying my own bills. I'm independent of myself. And when I'm ready to bring my family forward, I can afford it. I can do what I got to do to take my family. Then that's when he's ready. And then that's when we can be more happy. That's when we can really feel like the queens that we are. So this is the power that we have, ladies. We control this shift. This shift can happen without us. But we got to first understand how we got to continue to raise our kings. Start putting them in their place, guys. Hold them accountable. They're gonna be mad as hell. They're probably gonna call us a few B's and H's. But guess what? When they get there, when they arrive, because every queen they come across is turning them down. Ain't spread out no legs. Every queen they come across is like, no, baby, you don't talk to me like that. At some point, they gonna get in the bed by themselves. Man, I need to step my game up. I ain't getting no kind of pum pum. I ain't getting nothing. I need to step my game up. I need to do something, man. Why do they have to think about them stepping their game up if every woman they come across is giving them everything that they need, just like their mama did? They don't have a reason. Why should they? If somebody's going to pay my rent every month, then why would I go get a job and all my business paid? Why? Why gotta be forced to be have to be a monogamous relationship with just one woman, when every time he go out to meet the next girl we forgive him, and he go out to meet the next girl we forgive him again, he go out to meet and then we forgive him again? Then why does he have to change? There's no reason. We're not forcing them to be who they really are. And when I say force, it's because there's power that we have as women. We direct it. We direct this thing here. Even in 75% of the cases when it comes to black men and women usually end in cutting ties and divorce. Why? Because women always want to be in control. We want to be, and we want to pacify the situation. We want to go ahead and take care of it. We don't let them be the men that they want to be. And then when we start paying all the bills, we start taking care of everything, they feel less than. So they go to the girl over there in the hood over there. And when they go to the girl over there in the hood over there that is dependent on him, then that gives him a sense of accomplishment. And he falls in love with her. And he marries her. After you to spend all the time and money with him, he married her. And then even with the woman liberation, I'll tell you how strong and powerful he is too with this woman liberation. Back in them slavery days, you had them white women now, white women that was in the house now. Them white women started getting real mad and jealous over them black women over them fields. Why? Because their husbands was being disloyal to them, going out there. You remember they told them, say, go and sow your seed to every black woman possible, so that way we can create the light skin and the dark skin. So you think them white women is sitting in the house getting frustrated, getting mad because all their husbands going out here, running out here in the fields and raping all these black women of them fall in love with that black woman and not a man and not a black woman. And that's what the part came in. And then they get so much that they not get the booty injections and try to live up to so they can hold on to men too. That's how powerful we are. That's the power. That's the way we shift this culture, the way that we shift this culture, guys. So we got to check out for this situation. See, Saturday, we're going to break it down even deeper. And we're going to talk about the successful black woman versus the wretched black woman. And we're going to talk about some of the things that we can start implementing as the queens, as the women of this culture, to help shift our kings to be who they are, who they need to be. For all of us to live all heaven and earth. Oh, they make that. I know all of us have been affected. All of us have. Ain't nobody stepping outside of nothing. Whether you was a house nigga or you was a beast in the field, you still get by it. We got to change this. We got to stop. We got to pacify the situation. And we got to force these kings to step up to the game, step up to the plate, do their part, so that way we can now approach these kings and think to myself, because my king got it together. Trust me, you have a totally different reaction to the king that's got his shit together to the king that don't. I was with these kings that don't have shit together and try to come and pacify the situation, and we enable them and they can't grow that. They're looking for their mamas. They're looking for the woman that taught them how their mama taught them. They're looking for the woman to treat them and provide for them just the same way that their mama treated them and provide for them. But that's not allowing them to be a man. Because men, y'all got to understand something if y'all here. If you want us to cook the food, if you want us to make sure your clothes iron and look good, then that means sometimes y'all just got to make sure it's there for us to do it. Make sure it's there for us to do it. And if you don't have the capability of doing that, then you're just not ready yet. Now, this is a little different when you already know that your man is a king and then he fall off to the side a little bit because he lost his job or he got sick. Yes, it is our divine responsibility to then be neutral and come in and support our kings and hold him down in that moment. That's because we already know he a king. What some of us have been doing is we just take them just how they are and we try to shape the man to be who it is what we want them to be. And we end up losing every time in the end. Every time we get hurt. Because they're going to haul ass from us. Because that's not what they want. A king want to be a king. He want to be the one that's calling the shot. He don't need no woman telling him what to do and how to do and how to do. But if he don't have no choice, then he don't have no choice. And then he go out and find some women that will be the mamas. Until he can get what he need to get. If all that makes sense. So, I had to be just a little real about this tonight, guys. For you queens, we got to step our game up with this situation. Start pacifying the situation. Because if more and more of us will step up our own requirements, close our legs a little bit longer, and make sure that the man is continuing with that chase. Because the man wants to accomplish his prize. He want to say, I won that. I earned that. That's mine right there. I earned that. I did everything that I can as a man to make sure I can maintain that. Because if he ain't working hard for it, if you don't work hard for nothing, everything that's given to you, you don't have no value to it. You don't give a damn about losing it. There's no value into anything that's given to you for free. But when you have to work hard for it, you're going to value that thing. You're going to hold it down. You're going to put it in a case. You're going to showcase it all over the place because you accomplished that goal. And that's what a lot of our kings want to do, whether they know it or not. They want to accomplish a goal. But when they raise from a boy, not having to accomplish a damn thing, there's no way he's going to know how to take his family where he need to take his family. There's no way he's going to know how to do that. No way. And because we all in the situation that we're in right now, we just got to look at this thing a different way, because they have conditionally have us in this psychological state and reverse the roles of ourselves. With the women are playing the men roles and the men are playing the women role. And it's still going on right now today. We got to know and understand what our role is in this environment. And our role as a woman to be a nurturer, to be a supporter, to support that man and his vision and where he need to go, because he done already figured out the plan. And as a man, he is the foundation. He laid the foundation. He called the shots. He provide the resources and take his family where he need to go. And he got a woman by his side that's going to help him, support him to do that. So let's just keep it real with ourselves. Look in our own closets. Have a conversation with yourself tonight. Say, what am I doing to make this shit happen, man? I got to break this curse. We got to break it right now. We got to break this curse. If we're going to go forward, first thing we got to do, we got to cleanse ourselves to build ourselves. So this was nothing about Dr. Sebi tonight. This is about some deep down personal issues that we got to confront ourselves as women, as queens, to confront ourselves and realize how we are affecting the situation that we're dealing with when it comes to our kings. We're doing that. We are raising them to be dysfunctional. And then we come in and try to take the role of the mamas. We trying to be mamas to these men. Man don't want no mama. He want a strong woman that's going to support him and take him and help him go where he needs to go. But when you got that man that don't have no plan, he's just not ready yet. And that's something we got to realize for ourselves. So that's it for tonight. I've probably been long as hell. Yeah, it's probably right at the hour because I did stay late. Make sure y'all join me and Alexis on Saturday. Saturday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to talk about the successful woman versus the ratchet woman. That's right. Accountability. We got to hold them accountable. I mean, please, ladies, please don't go out here buying these men no ring and proposing it. Absolutely not. Make sure your man ready. Because when he ready, he done already figured out the plan. He already know what he want to do. And he just need that woman to come and support him and make sure that he can stay on target. Make sure that he have the tools and the resources to nurture him to make sure that he can do it. We are not the ones that build shit. Just because we got our degree and we make our money, we not the builders. We're supposed to be the supporters. So look for your man that you want to look up to. Look for your man that you look up to that's going to make you step up your game. And if you can't find him, you wait till he get ready. Stop forcing these men to be something that they're not. Speak into their life. Let them know the power that they have. Let them know who they are. Let them know, yes, you can do it. But we ain't going to be nothing until you get there, until you can do it. When you can do it, then that's how I know you're ready. All right? Love y'all. Shalom. Chaga. Coming up. Peace.
Love you too.